Folks, it's week number 4 for Dana White's Contender Series, and we've got easily 2 of the coolest fighters we've had on the season thus far in this matchup here. Unfortunately, they're facing each other because both these guys are fun fighters, super cool dudes as far as their style goes and the way that they fight. I like watching both these guys doing the tape. I became a fan of both of these guys. One of them I was a fan of prior. I already knew who that was. That's Mandel Nallo. But now he's fighting Samuel Silva, who I am also a fan of. So let's break this down. Mandel Nallo takes on Samuel Silva in the 155-pound division. 5-0 in the last 5 for Silva. He's 13-4-1 on the career. And on the other side, 13-3 for Nallo. He's 4-1 in the last 5. So very similar records, right? Both 13 wins. We've had 2 more fights on the Silva side. Though Nallo is older, he's been doing it a little longer. He hasn't fought as frequently, right? So Samuel Silva, his biggest win is his most recent win over George Hardwick. And for Nallo, we saw him compete over in Bellator back in the day. He hasn't been in Bellator for quite some time. He's had some wins outside of that as well, but we've seen him get some decent wins as well. So when we look at this for Samuel Silva, he's a good striker, right? He's got the ability to fight out of either stance, and he kind of likes to counter strike. He picks his shots really well, counters really well. He can come forward and land his own shots. He likes to work the body, and he'll use a lot of those long, straight punches to the body, which I do like to see. He's got kicks to all levels, particularly his leg kicks. Sometimes he gets a little overzealous with the head kicks and he'll miss over the top. It happens to most people, but leg kicks are pretty heavy. And he's got really good knees. Now, in the striking, if he's starting to lose a striking match, he can mix in the grappling. This guy did a really good job in, I can't remember which match it was, where in the first round, he's getting pieced up, right, on the feet. Not looking great. And then he said, okay, well, I need to grapple this guy. And then the rounds 2 and 3 just decided, I'm going to cage push, take this guy down, and just rinse and repeat and just keep doing something and get it done. So he's smart, changed his game plan, does have decent takedowns. They're not great takedowns by any means, but they're decent, and they're good enough that if he doesn't get the takedown, he can push people up against the cage. And the dude's gritty in that cage work. He stays busy on top, like I said, and he does have a quick guillotine as well. He's got, like 4 finishes from guillotines? 3 or 4, something like that. So either way, there's a lot to like for Samuel Silva. He's, mixes up his game plans really well, all that good stuff. He's pretty much good everywhere. On the other side, Nallo's the same idea. They fight very similar as far as their strengths. Neither guy really has like an obvious difference in their style because both of them are going to want to be counter-striking. Both of them have kicks to all levels. The difference is, for Nallo, I think he hits just a little bit harder. This dude can put people out just about anywhere. Now, the thing he does kind of not have is the ability to fight out. He can fight out either stance. Silva's more apt to switch his stance. For Nallo, nasty, nasty calf kick. Really good teep. I like that as well. A long jab, and he works the knees really well. In the grappling, he's also got decent takedowns. Pretty good grappler overall. He's a good back taker, and he's got a really nice rear naked choke. Those are the things you want to avoid if you're Silva. You don't want Nallo on your back. He does have a good sprawl. That's not going to help him at stopping takedowns against the cage. So if Silva goes to that cage work, that's where the sprawl doesn't really help. But he doesn't accept bottom either. So he's really good at either going for a sweep, climb back to his feet, etc., etc. So for me, this is an interesting one because I was back and forth quite a bit. And it was actually the win over George Hardwick that helped me get my decision. And when you watch that fight, you see Samuel Silva. He won the fight, but he ate a ton of leg kicks from George Hardwick. And that's, like, Hardwick had a big knot on Silva's leg there. You're not eating those leg kicks from Mandel Nallo. This dude kicks really hard to the calf. You're not going to do it. He might have to switch his stance. But then if he starts kicking the other leg, you're toast. Like, he hits harder than Hardwick. I think he's got nastier leg kicks. I think Nallo's the side here, guys. I understand Silva is the younger, like, more up-and-coming prospect with a big win on his resume recently. But I think Mandel Nallo gets this one done. I think he's going to pick apart the leg. I think in the grappling, I think he's just as good, if not better. I think it's going to be one of those fights where I think the veteran comes in and gets a win on the Contender Series. Now, whether or not he gets into the UFC, that's up to Dana White. But I think he can get it done. Give me Mandel Nallo. And if you like this video, I would appreciate a like. And if you've been enjoying these videos so far, check out the rest of them in the playlist. There are 5 for this week because there are 5 fights this week. It should have popped up on screen already. And hopefully, I will see you in one of those videos.